So here we have cauliflower again that's been steamed. You see how nice and tender it is. So you want florets like that, large ones. So in a bowl, a cup of warm water, a teaspoon of yeast goes in. And just mix that around. And the nice thing about this is that we don't have to wait for this to really proof or anything. We can use it right away. So you want to mix in the yeast. Make sure the water is warm though. And then you want an egg at room temperature. Egg goes in. And then about 1.5 cups of flour. So you're making something like a pancake batter. So this will coat those florets. And when I do this, if I'm not doing this for you under a time limit, I usually make this batter up the day before, and then I put it in the refrigerator covered, and I let it sit overnight. It imparts an even better flavor because it retards the flavor, becomes more like of a sourdough flavor. It's really good. But you see how thick it is, and it's really ready to use. But we want to give it a little bit of flavor too, so some salt. A little salt goes in, and a good grinding of nutmeg. If you don't like nutmeg, you can just leave this out. And you mix all of that in. Okay, so we have our mixture and we have our florets. So now what we have to do is put these a few at a time in the batter. We've got the oil heating up on the stove, and you want that oil at least at 375 degrees. And you want to coat these florets in the batter. Okay. Get them coated and fry them. And then you want to drain them on some paper towel. And then I like to just serve them with lots of coarse salt to get that little crunch as well. Here's our hot oil. So now I like to use a slotted spoon to take the extra batter off before I put it in there. And I want that to really get nice and brown. So be careful, because when you're dealing with hot oil, you want to be very careful that it doesn't splatter. So these are going to pop up. They're going to be golden brown. You take them out onto a paper-lined bake sheet and let them cool a little bit. And then you just serve them like that. You could use a sauce with it, or just, as I say, I like them with coarse salt just over the top.